Most people think the rain is just an interruption. They see it as an enemy of their plans, a gray shadow over their day. But what if the rain isn't a problem to be solved, but a language to be learned? What if the clouds are giving you the very thing you've been searching for, permission to be still?
Real stories, clear English! Welcome to TalkNative-English!
It started as a whisper, a soft, rhythmic tapping against the glass of my office window. I was in the middle of a busy afternoon, my mind cluttered, with to-do lists and deadlines. The sky had been threatening to break all morning, and finally it gave in. In English, we have so many ways to describe this. Sometimes it's just a drizzle, a fine, light rain that almost feels like a mist. Other times it's a shower, short and sudden. But today was a downpour. The kind of rain that turns the world into a watercolor painting. I stopped typing. I leaned back in my chair and just watched. Have you ever noticed how the smell of the world changes when the first drops hit the dry pavement? There is a scientific word for that, petrichor. It's a word that sounds as ancient as the earth itself. It's the smell of relief. For a moment, the heat of the city was washed away, replaced by a cool, damp freshness that filled my lungs. I decided to stop. I put my laptop to sleep. I realized that the rain was speaking, and it was time for me to listen. I walked to the kitchen and performed a small, silent ritual. I boiled the kettle. The sound of the whistling steam joined the chorus of the rain outside. I chose a dark, earthy teasing to ground me. In the modern world, we are obsessed with the sun. We celebrate sunny days and we fear the gray ones. We feel a constant pressure to be active, to be social, and to be productive under the bright light of the sun. But the rain offers us something the sun never can: solitude. Solitude is different from being lonely. Loneliness is a gap that needs to be filled. Solitude is a choice to be alone with your thoughts. As I sat by the window, watching the droplets race each other down the glass, I felt my heart rate slow down. The rain creates a natural soundtrack, a constant white noise that drowns out the distractions of the outside world. I watched a man across the street. He was running, holding a newspaper over his head, desperately trying to stay dry. He looked stressed. I felt for him, but I also wondered, why are we so afraid of getting wet? Sometimes we need to be soaked. We need a storm to remind us that we are not in control of everything. In English, we use the expression to feel under the weather when we are not at our best. But today, being under the weather felt like exactly where I needed to be. I felt sheltered. I felt safe. I felt cozy. You might be wondering, what does the rain have to do with learning English? Think about your journey with this language. Some days are sunny. The words come easily. The grammar makes sense, and you feel like you can conquer the world. But then the rainy days come. You struggle to find the right verb. Your tongue feels heavy. You make mistakes that you thought you had moved past. On those days, you might feel gloomy. You might feel like giving up. But look at the trees outside my window. They aren't complaining about the rain. They are drinking it. They know that without these gray, heavy days, they could never grow. Your brain needs the rainy days too. It needs the moments where things feel difficult and slow. This is the time when your mind is soaking up the nuances, the idioms, and the rhythms of English. If it were always easy, the knowledge wouldn't have deep roots. The rain is a teacher of patience. You cannot rush a storm. You cannot tell the clouds to leave before they are ready. You have to wait. Learning a language is the same. You cannot force fluency to happen overnight. You have to sit with the difficulty, listen to the rhythm, and trust that the sun will return when it's time. I took a sip of my tea. It was perfect. I realized that my best ideas usually come to me on days like this. When the world is quiet, my inner voice becomes louder. This is the silver lining of a rainy day. A silver lining is a metaphor for finding something good in a bad situation. But is the rain really a bad situation? Or have we just forgotten how to appreciate the gray? After an hour, the intensity of the downpour began to fade. The heavy drumming on the roof turned back into a light tap. The bruised purple of the sky began to crack, revealing a soft, watery gold. The world looked different. The leaves on the trees were a more vibrant green. The streets were clean and shiny. The air felt lighter. I felt lighter too. The rain had finished its story. It had reminded me that it's okay to slow down. It had reminded me that growth is a quiet process. I opened my window just a crack, and the cool, damp air rushed in. I could hear the birds starting to sing again. They were celebrating the end of the storm, but they were only able to sing because the rain had provided them with water. Don't wait for a perfect sunny day to enjoy your life or to practice your English. Learn to love the drizzle. Learn to appreciate the storm. Because once you understand the language of the rain, you will never be afraid of a gray sky again. Do you find the rain relaxing, or does it make you feel sad? What is your favorite thing to do on a rainy afternoon? Tell me your story in the comments. Love reading how you use your English to describe the world around you. If this story brought a little peace to your day, please like and subscribe to join our community. I'm your storyteller. Stay curious, stay Talk Native. See you in the next story.
Real stories, clear English. Welcome to TalkNative-English.